Yo, how's it going, guys? Happy Friday. It's your boy Stas here. Got my double espresso, but I might be in need of a refill. Cheers either way. I appreciate you all for tuning in. As the market, we're literally less than a minute away from close right now, and the S&P is pretty much at break even. Same with the Dow. It's up, 0.1%, as the Qs are up 0.25%, and the Russell is having a great day. Small caps are crushing it. Russell's up 1.25 as Bitcoin's up 5%, gold, silver, each up around 2%. The VIX is flat at 20 as we're about to wrap up the week. And by the way, here comes the bell. Boom. There we go, guys. Hope you hope you guys had a great week, by the way. We survived another week in the markets. And by the way, Monday is closed. It's President's Day, which we have an extended weekend, which, I mean, that could be, it could be a blessing, or it could be a blessing or a curse, right? We'll see how it plays out over this long weekend. If nothing happens, I expect a big gap up on Tuesday. If this weekend smooth sailing, if crypto kind of chills out, Bitcoin maybe cracks 70. I think that would be good for Tuesday, come Tuesday. But yeah, in this video, we're going to break down SoFi, cover the charts quickly, go over how we played out this week, and we'll go over some other stocks overall, where my head's at. I was going to break down the CPI, but I mean, it's kind of old news now. That was from this morning. It's whatever. CPI came in pretty good. It came in a little better than expected on that headline number. I'm pretty sure core CPI came in right in line, so we don't have to spend too much time on that. Really no need. SoFi on the day went up 1.6%. We're chilling at about 1960 as of this video. We hit about 1990 at the peak. We double topped at about 1990. You see it right here. Then we dumped into close. And you guys can see on this 5-day, 5-minute, one thing I'm noticing is today we held support, the same support we held yesterday at about 1905. That's where we held all day yesterday. And the fact that we did not break that low today, we bounced off of it, had a nice green day. That's a good sign in my opinion. 1.6% green day, 30 cents in the green. Very good sign for the bulls, but don't get too excited, obviously, as we're still on a downtrend on the 1-hour chart. In fact, this is a descending triangle. We're making lower highs into that support at about $19 and $18.50, $19. And the fact that we bounced off 19 today is also a good sign, considering we didn't take out the low from last week. So keep that in mind, guys. This week was pretty treacherous for SoFi. I mean, it tanked from $21.50, $22 earlier this week, all the way down to under 20. So it was a rough week, but we did not take out the lows from last week. Keep that in mind. That's actually a good sign, very bullish. In fact, we're noticing a bullish divergence, at least I am, here on this time frame. You see the RSI strengthening down here. You guys see that? Boom, we're making higher highs, higher lows on the RSI as SoFi has been getting hit. And yeah, we do have that descending triangle. But at the end of the day, I mean, look, if we have a crazy run in the markets, SoFi could easily rip out of that. So I'm seeing some signs. We didn't take out the lows from last week. We're seeing that bullish divergence. I just want to see the price action follow. And by that, I mean, I want to see SoFi start breaking through these moving averages, start running through 22, 23 a share, which we're just not getting that price action yet. And if we pull up this 4-hour chart, you guys see that descending triangle even more. And we talked about this, I think, in one of the recent videos. If we look at this 3-year chart, roughly $17 was a big resistance about a year ago or a year and a half ago. So I think that could be support here if this triangle plays out, which we covered before. And I got some comments in my video yesterday saying, Stas, you just made a video talking about SoFi going to $50. Now you're saying it's going to go lower. Listen, guys, you can be bearish in the short term, but still bullish long term, right? You have to realize that. In the short term, yeah, things look bleak. The charts look terrible on SoFi. I think it's going to go a little lower here. But long term, I still think the company is good. It's a strong company. I'm still on the stock, right? I still think we're going higher long term, but in the short term, it doesn't look that great. So keep that in mind. When I say, oh, I think we're going to 17, it doesn't negate the fact that I think we're going to 50 long term. I just think we're going lower before we go higher. So keep that in mind. Just wanted to clarify that here in the video, guys. Let me know your thoughts as always. But yeah, we ended off the week looking pretty decent, right? Looking pretty good here, but we still have that triangle. And until we break out of that, the Bears are in charge. And yes, we're seeing that bullish divergence that could play out, but we're not seeing it yet. We need to see it first, and until then, the Bears have the edge here. So what do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments. As always, I'm curious where your head's at. Overall, though, very good day for the stock market. We had green across the board. Yeah, SPY broke even, whatever, though. A lot of stocks ripped. We had Rivian up, Coinbase, Applied Materials, some silver stocks did well. Airbnb, I think they reported earnings. On a side note, let me see. I think their CEO was on CNBC today. I didn't watch it, but I saw some clips, I think, on Twitter. So I guess I did see some of it. Let's see. They reported, it might have been yesterday, EPS missed 56 cents versus 65 expected on sales of 2.77 versus 2.71 billion. So mixed earnings there, and they see about $2.59 to $2.63 billion of revenue for Q1 versus $2.53 billion. So yeah, Airbnb has been in the toilet, but look, it's still going to have a big market, whether you like the company or not, invest in the stock or not. The market is there for Airbnbs, but I got to be honest. For me, I used to be a big Airbnb guy, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. My experience. I used to love Airbnb early days, right? A couple years ago. And I still book Airbnbs, but now I'm more of a hotel guy. Hotels are way better for security, right? For, it's just easier. I think it's cheaper. You got the well, maybe not cheaper. I don't know. Airbnbs might be cheaper, but you have, room service if you want it. You have the cleaning service. You have everything. You have the pool, the amenities. And I think Airbnb it was way better. It's just too expensive now compared to hotels, and you have to pay all these ticky-tacky fees, right? It's ridiculous. I remember I was in, where was I? I was in Italy, right? And it's a little different in Europe, whatever. And, we did Airbnbs for all of our stays, which, looking back, I regret a little bit. I mean, it wasn't bad. They were beautiful Airbnbs, but it's like, they expect you to have the Airbnb in tip-top shape when you leave. I remember this one guy, I think his name was Marco. Shout out to Marco. I think it was in Florence or Milan, whatever. But I cleaned the Airbnb up. I'm not a slob. I'm not a disrespectful guy. I'm not going to leave your Airbnb like crap. I cleaned it up. I did a pretty good job. And the guy left me like a 2-star review. Okay, this is not Airbnb's fault. But he's like, oh, you didn't clean it well enough, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm paying a freaking like $100, $200 cleaning fee on top of this fee on top of that. So it's like, there's so many fees. It's not as great as it once was. And for me, I just think hotels are better. And I think the consumer is actually shifting more to hotels, and Airbnbs, they're going to be around, they're growing. But I'm not a big fan of the investment personally. And the stock hasn't done well since IPO. Really, it's been bad. So, hey, shout out to Airbnb. They might do well. But for me, I'll book some Airbnbs, maybe. I might be going to France in a couple weeks here, guys, potentially, and maybe a couple weeks I'll be in France. So I might be booking an Airbnb potentially, or we might go hotel depending on what family members come with us. Airbnbs, by the way, are easier if you have a big family coming with you. If you have 5-10 people, yeah, Airbnbs, way to go. But if it's me and my wife, my dog, my son, we're going to just do a hotel. So it kind of depends, right? It kind of depends. But Yeah, I mean, I lean more towards hotels, but that's just me. But again, it depends on the scenario. So Airbnb popped today. Earnings came out, but I'm not interested in the stock personally. Let's see what other movers we had. We had a lot of movers. I think a lot of people are sleeping on CrowdStrike and a lot of these what's it called, cybersecurity names. They're getting wrapped up in this software sell-off, and the reality is, man, these cybersecurity companies, I think they're going to play a big role when it comes to AI, right? Securing these data centers, all the data, the guys, cybersecurity companies looking into the future, next 3 5 years, they have a lot of potential here, and they're actually an AI beneficiary, right? This is part of the AI trade, if you ask me, and if you ask any really analyst, right? We can see CrowdStrike is down a good $140 a share from highs. And I was looking at the numbers today. They're trading at 85 times forward earnings. So I mean, look, it might still be a little overvalued. They could grow into that. We'll see. And we're not just judging them based on PE, but quick little metric there, 85 times forward earnings. But the chart looks good here on the month, on the 3 year. It looks really good, actually. And there could be more downside. Who knows? It hit 370 a couple weeks ago, or not even weeks, a couple days ago. So it could be creeping down there. But I want you guys, and I'm watching cybersecurity companies, I want you to keep an eye on them. And I used to own CrowdStrike, actually. I bought it after that July IT outage back in July of 2024. You guys probably remember that. The stock cratered. I bought a bunch, and I actually sold out of it just under $500 a share recently. It was last year. And I moved out of the stock, and now I'm looking to potentially re-enter. And there are other names, right? We have, what's another one? Zscaler is another one. ZS is the ticker in the cybersecurity space. I mean, this one could be very interesting. It's cut in half recently, but I think CrowdStrike is a better name, better. I don't want to say brand, but just a better company. So I mean, Zscaler, there could be something here, but I think you're paying a premium for CrowdStrike when you're buying that stock. This one's down 45% in the last 90 to 100 days. That's insanity. And their earnings are coming up here. So I'm going to be eyeing up those earnings, guys. It looks like here at the end of this month on Thursday, the day after NVIDIA, we're getting Zscaler. And I'm blanking on the other names here. But yeah, cybersecurity, you got to watch that. That what's it called? Industry, guys. And I'm excited about it. Although I don't have any direct exposure now, I'm eyeing up a bunch of these stocks. So maybe even an ETF, honestly, that could be a way to play it. But I'm blanking on cybersecurity ETFs right now as well. Either way, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments. It's been a crazy week. We ended off on a pretty good note. SoFi had a good day. A bunch of stocks had a good day. And I'm excited for next week. But again, Monday, President's Day. The market's closed. Keep that in mind. So have a great long weekend. Hopefully we get a gap up come Tuesday. Hopefully nothing crazy happens over the weekend. We'll see. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to subscribe. 50% of you watch the content and you don't subscribe. And we're on the road to 100,000 subs. I need you guys to subscribe and check out the Patreon if you want to keep up with my portfolio updates, my private Discord. All that's linked down below, pinned in the comments, or go to stocksurfs.com/Patreon. And I just posted my end of the week portfolio update literally today, guys, earlier. So check it out. I'll see you guys in there. And with that being said, cheers. Have a great weekend. I'll see you later.